Every day across India, millions of people engage in some of the most elaborate and massive displays of religious devotion on earth. They wake up before dawn for holy baths in freezing rivers, chant ancient mantras for hours, and rigorously perform complex temple rituals. Yet if you look closely at the society performing these exhausting physical acts, you find the exact same rates of corruption, anxiety, and internal chaos as anywhere else. We are trying to achieve spiritual peace using the entirely wrong instrument. We assume repeating the right physical steps automatically fixes our internal state. The reality is, the divine accounting system doesn't track where your feet walk, what your hands touch, or the words you speak. In the realm of devotion, there is only one actor that matters, and only one instrument the divine actually registers: the inner mind, or antakaran. Think of the human body like this tightly sealed glass bottle, and the corrupt mind as the toxic fluid inside. If you submerge that sealed bottle into the holy river Ganges for 24 hours, the pure water will completely wash the outside glass. But no matter how long it stays underwater, the liquid inside remains entirely unchanged. The pure water simply cannot penetrate the glass. This is exactly what happens when a person sits for a fire ritual or a temple service, while their mind is actually calculating a business deal or replaying a family argument. When the mind is closed off and distracted, the physical performance is spiritually useless. The outside gets washed, but the inside stays dirty. To prove how deeply the divine ignores physical actions, we only have to look at some of the most revered figures in scriptural history. Arjuna committed mass violence on a battlefield. Hanuman burned an entire city to the ground. Their outward physical actions were deeply destructive. Yet, because their mental state remained in pure, unbroken devotion, they are celebrated as perfect seekers. The divine only recorded their minds. This grid visualizes a logical problem. If physical actions don't dictate our spiritual state, why do the scriptures contain thousands of rigid rules? And why does society demand so many strict obligations? The Vedas are not a strict legal code. They operate like a massive general store. It stocks everything because people have different needs. You aren't supposed to buy the entire inventory. You select only the specific items that aid your individual journey. True spiritual progress requires treating dogma and societal expectations as optional tools to be used, not binding chains to be dragged around. This leaves us with a single, highly practical filter for every action we take. Does doing this actually help my internal devotion and mental peace? If a scriptural rule tells you to take a holy bath at 4 a.m., but doing so gives you a fever and ruins your ability to focus, you skip the bath. The same goes for societal rules. If attending a gathering means getting dragged into gossip or toxic dynamics, you politely decline and walk away. You have complete permission and an active spiritual duty to unapologetically discard any rule, habit, or relationship that distracts your mind. This extreme protection is necessary because a beginner's mind is highly fragile, like a bowl of raw milk. If you pour that milk directly into the chaotic, dark water of worldly distractions, it instantly dilutes, spreads out, and loses its essence entirely. To survive the water, the milk must first be churned in absolute isolation until it becomes butter. This is Drid Nishchay, a state of firm, unshakable resolve. Once the mind is butter, it can sit in the water without ever mixing into it. Until you reach that state of absolute resolve, you must fiercely protect and isolate your attention. True spirituality is never a physical performance designed to appease society or fulfill a checklist. It is the quiet, relentless curation of your own mind.